Hi, I'm Jennifer Beaver. I am a 7th and 8th grade English teacher from Pennsylvania. As an educator, I'm definitely passionate about my job. I feel that we have one of the most important jobs in the world, and I love being a teacher and going to work every day. One of the best parts of being an educator, in my opinion, is seeing the connection that you build with your students. I know how much I enjoy my students coming back to me and saying how much they miss my class, they miss a lesson that we did, or just saying that they miss me. Teaching middle school, I think a lot of the time teenagers really do need someone that they can trust and someone that they can rely on. So seeing the connection that you make with the students is very important to me. I also love being able to make some kind of engaging lesson for them. Everything we learn about is not going to be their favorite. However, I really feel it's important to grab their attention so that they do remember what they were learning. Everything has a purpose, and I think the engaging lessons make it more meaningful and useful to them. I really think that it's important for them to learn how to learn and to enjoy the learning process so that once they leave my classroom, they can also be successful in other classrooms. I really want to set my students up for success. I want them to be great people, and I want them to enjoy school. In middle school, I know that they're going to be going to high school next year, and I feel how important it is to prepare them for that. And I love the feeling of seeing a student grow and become a better learner. I truly think that digital learning is great for students. It offers a lot of opportunities that the traditional style of learning does not. However, there are issues that we see. In my own school district, we do have many classrooms where they have iPads and laptops available. The students love being able to use this technology, but so much that when they go to a classroom without iPads or laptops, they struggle. In my class, we don't have the technology available, so they're writing their essays by hand, where in another class, they may be typing their essays. They're becoming very resistant without the technology. I think that's one of the biggest issues that we see because not every classroom has the same opportunities. This is an issue at the state level as well because some school districts have a great amount of funding where some do not. There's a big gap between those districts, and the districts that do not have the technology are really being held back. At the national level, I feel that many of the schools are incorporating technology, but some are resistant to change. They want to keep everything in the same traditional style as it's always been. So there really is another inconsistency where some are adapting and some are not. I think worldwide, one of the biggest issues with digital learning is that students are becoming so enthralled with this technology that they're stuck behind the screen. They're losing some connections with people and being able to have a face-to-face conversation and learning that way. There are definitely some issues that I see right now in education. One of the biggest issues that I see is with the inconsistency of funding. Some school districts receive a great amount of money while others do not. The districts that have a lot of money can buy the technology that they need and all of the supplies that they want to enhance their students' learning. The school districts that don't have money are really falling behind and do not have the basic supplies that they need to get by. The gap is becoming so large between those two types of school districts that it's almost like the students are receiving a completely different education. Another issue that I see is with standardized tests. School districts really want their students to perform well, so the teachers are being forced to teach to the test. I think this takes away from a lot of important learning opportunities, and it's really a disadvantage for the teachers and the students. Another issue that I see is with class sizes. Some districts are becoming so large that the classes are becoming too large. So in my own district, I have some classes that are with 10 students or less, and I have some that are with 31. The classes that have 31 students, it's really a shame because they do not get the one-on-one attention that they deserve. The smaller classes I can do so much more with, and they really do grow more. Another issue that I see is with technology in a negative way. Many school districts are adapting a policy where they are allowed to have students bring their own device. When they're bringing their own device, they're allowed to be on their phone throughout the day. Instead of using this in a beneficial way, the students are on their phones too much, texting, and on social media. This is becoming a major distraction and it's really taking away from their learning. So far in the digital learning and leading program, we've learned about the growth mindset and the COVA learning approach. I truly feel that both of those will be a part of my core belief system when it comes to digital learning. The growth mindset has taught me a lot about myself as a learner and about my students. It's really important that I share the growth mindset with my students so they know the importance of being able to accept feedback and that you can change the type of student that you are. It's important to know that you're going to grow and each learning opportunity is important. I also love the COVA learning approach so far because it really allows students to take ownership of the type of learning that they have. They are responsible for what they're learning and how they're learning. I feel that both of those systems are important for me to share at the middle school level with my students. They're still young and I can mold them, and I hope that it really does influence them in a positive way.